Laura Kinney, the feral baddie. X-23, the Wolverine. She's the definition of send a savage to kill a savage. If there's a zombie apocalypse, Laura Kinney is the first one I'm hitting up. If I'm going into the deep woods filled with Wendigos, skinwalkers, werewolves, dogmen, Laura Kinney's the first one I'm hitting up. You've seen what she did in Sabretooth War? Just look at what she did in Sabretooth War. She got jumped by a bunch of Sabretooths, and she fucking took most of them out. They jumped her at first, got the drop on her. She got an L at first, but this dude right here, she took his ass out. And then she got fucking her jaw ripped off by Savage Land Sabretooth. She got caught up, and then she broke out of her cell. Look at this panel right here. She fucking broke out. She's fucking ready for war, looking for that 1v1, the rematch with Savage Land Sabretooth. And then she finds her and fucking rips her in half, takes her fucking torso out, dude. Leaves it on the ground, bloody battered. This is the cover for Blood Hunt, by the way. Peak cover. And then this is the shit that she's doing in Blood Hunt. I already told you about the dogmen and the werewolves and the fucking zombies and shit like that. This is what she's doing to vampires. To blood-sucking suckheads. Taking them all out. She's a fucking G. Peak artwork right here, too. Just like Wolverine, she has adamantium claws, a healing factor, enhanced senses. This is the cover for issue 1. I'm loving that cover. My bad. Nice cover. Starting off with the first panel. Look how she's drawn here. I'm loving that art style and shit. She's more of a focused fighter than Wolverine. She's faster. She's more agile. Wolverine's just more like a barrel tank just coming at your ass. But she's hanging out with Kamala and Sophie at the World Tree. They run into this upset mutant, and this mutant left like a note inside this tree. She reads it and finds out that her brother Ivan was taken, and she ain't standing for that shit because she was held against her will before and used for other people's pleasure, and she ain't standing for it. She goes to Dubai, runs into another mutant that can see mutant auras, so she knows if you're a mutant or a human. And she asks her to take her to the other side. She goes to this shady club to check out the mutants, follows a bouncer to the alley where he tries to do some drop, and look at her pounce on his ass. Bastard! She's a fucking goon. But it turns out he's a mutant too and gets a hold of her, and she stabs him with her foot claws. And she fucking takes out his kneecap. See what I mean? How she's a more focused fighter than Wolverine? He would never do that shit. Puts him in a sleeper hold, makes him tap out and spill the tea. With Logan in Canada right now, she goes to his safe house, gets access to the suits up, booted up, runs up, straight disrespecting him, decking him, taking out the white belts. She finally gets to Kybel's suite where Ivan's being held. Kybel is a petty mutant trying to make a power play. And she spits acid like Reptile from Mortal Kombat. Got her ass in the eyes. Laura Kinney's going, oh, fuck! And like the feral warrior she is, she just powers through and fucking fights her ass off. It's only a matter of time before she gets the edge. She's dodging acid, can't heal fast enough. They're going down the elevator, and she jumps out the window so she can beat him first to the lobby, dude. Laura Kinney, she's such a G. She defeats Kybel, rescues Ivan, and his thing is that he can make you feel feelings and shit like that. Like, imagine that power. Like, if you're a guy, you could probably get all the girls you want. If you're a girl, you could probably get any guy you want. But back at the treehouse, Kamala and Sophie handled the reunion for Emery and Ivan, while Laura Kinney got intel about a shipment coming in at 87, and 87 is in Hell's Kitchen. What the fuck you doing here? This is Daredevil territory. Daredevil, Elektra versus Laura Kinney, Wolverine. I'm all for it. Let's fucking do it, mate. It's a beautifully drawn panel, too, as this cover. This is my favorite cover for issue 2. Now on Pier 87, these two baddies said hello to each other by a quick squabble. Who's the baddest bitch on the scene, dude? Imagine this fight in live action or anime, man. I can't stop thinking about it. But they see the scumbags show up, so they lay low for a bit, and then they see the buyer in the cellar take out a mutant with a power dampening collar on it, and Laura explains to Elektra that it's Anthony, and he's basically a literal bomb. And she wants to rush in while Elektra's all like, no, we need more intel first. Let them spill the beans. They hear what they need to hear, and Laura's like, fuck it, we got the intel. Now we fight. Imagine coming out of the bar, looking up into the moonlight, you see these two baddies just jumping on you like that, mate, you're dead. D-E-D, dead. It's an amazing panel, by the way. Now here, Laura makes a statement that lets you know the difference between Elektra and Laura in terms of fighting style. She says that Daredevil is a graceful fighter. She moves like a dancer, while me, I'm more of like a throwing axe. Hacking away at anything in my way, bitch. Here's a nice aura moment for Daredevil. She's all like, one at a time or all together. I don't give a fuck. Hair flowing in the moonlight while Laura is doing her Terminator thing or Lucian from Underworld and shit, trying to catch up to the car. Blades it, but dude shakes her off and shit, and she just misses him. Son of a bitch. Elektra catches up to her and hands her a communication device and lets her know if she has more intel to come to City Hall so they can talk it out with Mayor Cage. She picks up the scent and she goes to City Hall to meet up with Mayor Cage. She tells Luke Cage to do something about it, and he's all like, look, I'm mayor, there's only so much I can do. These people have a right to protest superheroes. And she's all like, fuck that, I'm gonna be a Wolverine. Now they meet up again at the protest, and they actually start to vibe as sisters, Elektra being the older sister, because Laura always wants to run in there and shit. Laura sees Anthony and approaches him while Elektra goes for his handler, but Laura gets reckless and starts pushing the humans out of her way, and they notice that she's a mutant. She gets mad, so like, yo, everybody fucking back off, while Anthony's on autopilot. And then all of a sudden, he fucking explodes. It's too late. The bomb goes off. What the fuck's gonna happen now? Look at this next cover over here for issue 3. It's looking peak. But this is exactly what Elektra was warning Laura about, because now she's doing more damage than she's doing help and shit. Now they gotta deal with this fallout. But I'll see you guys in the next issue. Peace.